I'm Jason Sellars, and I'm the president of the board of directors of the Mummers Festival, which no better time to speak to you about it because we are one sleep away from the crown jewel of the festival, which is tomorrow, the big parade day. I'm just going to put out the information right now so that you remember it. Tomorrow from 1 to 2, you can get rigged up at Bishop Field Elementary School, and there'll be bags of clothes there. You can come geared up yourself or come as you are and leave as someone else. And then from 2 to 3, the parade leaves Bishop Field. It goes around the downtown, through Bannerman Park, through Georgetown, and then from 3 to 5, there will be a party in the park part of the rooms. Last year, we outgrew the rooms, which I think is a really big feat. Annually, it was always the #1 day for attendance at the rooms, which is, great that we were bringing in 200, then 400, and 800, then 1,600 mummers last year, which was, it was lunacy, as you can imagine. But this year we're going to be doing it all outdoors, and that's going to be a new challenge, but I think it's also going to be a great event. So forget what you had planned for tomorrow, that's what you're doing. So I just have some photos here that are from last year. The nice thing about the Mummers Festival does speak for itself. It's a beautiful event, but it isn't just the parade. This is the 5th year, and for 5 years, the idea has been to promote the tradition of mummering, I guess, while changing it at the same time. Obviously, you don't go mummering this time of year. It's something you would do from Boxing Day to Old Christmas Day. But it was something that was kind of dying out in the province. I was working at the rooms when Intangible Cultural Heritage and the Department of Folklore at Memorial University fostered this and brought on a folklore student to head this, which was Ryan Davis. Gratefully, Ryan has been with the festival for all 5 of its years, and he's a wonderful asset, and I know his heart is really, really into this festival, and it's been growing exponentially, but the ideals of it remain the same, and that's we're trying to create free, engaging activities that will help and hopefully foster the true traditions of mummering, that, going, visiting, knocking on doors during the Christmas season. And I know through having conversations that is a spin-off event, but there's also been spin-off events in other communities. Clarenville last year, someone told me the other day about another community that had a mummer festival. I know Kitty Bitty last weekend had a kitty mummer march in the morning, which was really special, but it's, again, it's they're new traditions. Trad is rad, so it's great that things are changing, but I know that people are also going back to that activity of 12 days of Christmas, going jannying and doing those pure traditions and talking about them, sharing their stories. It seems like schools are getting on board. We've had a school program, I think this is the 3rd year that the Mummers Festival's put off a school program, and this year we also had an additional school program with the Armagh Rhymers, who came all the way from Ireland. There's 3 of them. They're a lab. They've done 3 public programs. They did 2 performances at the rooms, and last night at the Inn of Gold there was a fundraiser down there to help offset their cost. And it was a time. We had a full house down there, and the bartender, Linda Henneberry, who's done work down in Kitty Bitty, if you saw her last night all jannied up and dancing with the guys, it was quite a beautiful sight. I'll just put a few more images there. But some of the other things that happen besides the parade are workshops. So people are doing hands-on activities like building hobby horses. That's a workshop that has happened every year of the festival. This year we added a box and bird making mask. So the bird mask you can see in the David Blackwood prints, and there's one in the museum collection at the rooms, and also beer box masks, and also ugly stick making workshops, and these all happen in partnership with the Lantern Festival. The Mummers Festival exists because of the goodness of people wanting for it to exist. If it wasn't for volunteers and also the 1,600 people who show up to have the fun, it wouldn't be a success story. But I think what makes it a success story is that people want that tradition to stay alive in whatever new form it takes. And there's a bit of debate over how it's changing and things, but I think about the Bud Dabbage song by Sam and I, before that, mummering had its own life, but that song now seems to be that's the anthem, that's the one you play, that is the be-all, end-all of mumming. But it's certainly like that came out in '78, and mumming existed before that, and certainly after that. Just flip around a bit more.